Man, it's your boy Casual Coops, and welcome back to another episode of Incensed, a Pokemon Go podcast. And in my opinion, I would say this is going to be the best episode that you have ever heard. Obviously, like I said, I'm Coops, and with me, as always, we do have Ian Waterfall, Masterful 27, and Pogo Milo UK. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this episode in a second, but first of all, as always, gentlemen, my baby boys, how is everyone today?
Slightly nervous.
Looking forward to tonight. Yeah, we don't know what's coming, mate. We don't know what's coming.
You do, stop pretending. It's before we recorded this, we're all like, oh my god, I'm as nervous as episode 1, like for real.
We really are. Coops, how are you, mate?
Mate, thank you for asking, Steve. This isn't scripted, but we're still doing that. I love it. We're still asking.
Gotta keep it on point.
I know, brother. So to all the listeners, we've obviously done how many episodes, lads? We're up to...
This is number 17. We've done it for 16 previous shows.
So for the last few months, up to episode 16, as you know, we've kind of had a structure. And we've kind of had a way of how the Incensed boys do rock a podcast. Over the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've always had this banter about the show notes, because obviously, as you know, we all rotate hosts around each week. And the first few weeks, it was all good. Everybody got the show notes a few days before. And as sort of time went on, we ended up sort of doing the show notes like 5-10 minutes before we start
recording.
You mean
you did?
Now, Coops, can you see Mark's and Milo's face? You mean you did?
A quarter of the quartet couldn't be bothered one week.
3 out of 4 of us get the show notes out on a Tuesday.
What was it? It was a month ago, and your show notes arrived about 7 minutes before we pressed record.
He was still typing when we got on the Zoom.
Listen, I don't get this name for nothing. And it would have been about a month ago, like you said, Milo. And Milo was like, boys, 1 week we should do an unscripted episode. So genuinely, no planning, no host. Obviously, I know because it's me that is crap with the show notes. So I just wanted to explain this. But yeah, no planning. Yeah, unscripted, no planning, uncensored, nothing written down, nothing discussed. And that is what you're listening to right now. So Milo, if this goes tits up, I'm blaming you, because this was your idea for the unscripted episode.
And I'm editing it as well, so I'm hopefully I can save the car crash.
Anyway, we'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
To be fair, we told the patrons to keep tomorrow night free in case this goes completely tits
We're going to
up.
do what Niantic do. We're going to have a makeup podcast event, just in case.
I think Niantic are sponsoring that one.
Potentially. But I've also just had something, Coops. I do like this whole thing. Like, Coops goes, right, yeah, up until this point, we're going to do it unscripted. But like a minute before we started chatting to each other, he went, so anyway, just so you all guys know, I'm not going to really be hosting this one. It's going to be all of us together. I went, oh, well, wait, fucking drop it on us, mate.
Push the responsibility away.
The term casual goes to new heights.
But, Marky boy, listen to me when I say I've not thought about this at all, but now I've got my spiel out as the
Coops,
fake...
I've got to put this in before you go any further. Yeah. Yesterday, we sent a group message out. We said, Coops, have you got the show notes? And he goes, nah, bruv, I'm going to the pub.
You had to go after raid hour, you know.
Priorities.
Well, if you finish work early, you go to the pub. I don't hold a grudge against you for doing that.
Mate, listen, it's what Reggie Rock makes me do, bro. Like, it's literally...
It's what all the Reggies do.
Yeah.
They're fucking awful, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like, Reggie's about to take a few shots down it. But we did, like I said, we just wanted to do something different. So we really hope to all the listeners, we really do hope you enjoy this next, could be 5 minutes, could be 4 hours. So while we're here, everybody do pop an incense on Pokemon Go, load it up, and please do let us know if you do get a shiny or any good IVs on our socials, Instagram and Twitter at Incensed Podcast. But just to end this off, because like I said, I'm not the host. I know it seems like I am. I swear on my life.
You missed a social, Coops. You missed a social.
What?
OnlyFans.
We
may be unscripted, but we're still on OnlyFans.
We haven't forgotten any of our responsibilities there, just because we've got unscripted. We still have it. And YouTube, actually.
We're still waiting for you with that inflatable, Coops. We are still...
What inflatable would Coops have?
An inflatable. What would Coops have, actually? An inflatable. If we got him in a hot tub, what would he have? An inflatable...
Milo would have an inflatable slap off.
Might be lay out on top of it, wouldn't he? Yeah, it'd be just like...
Damn right. Damn right.
I feel like...
Ian would have an inflatable...
Ian, I'd have an inflatable you.
Well, the female version of Mark from that picture that Ian have that as an inflatable.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah, if you want to know what that is, go over to Twitter and check us out, because Mark just posted a hilarious picture of all of us photoshopped as girls from the In-Betweeners, which is, I love it. We're like 5 minutes in and this episode is already going down south. But just to end this off, we wanted to do something different, so we hope you enjoy. And lads, like I said, unscripted. So who wants to say something?
Well, I will, since we're at the beginning of June, and I just want to say, welcome to Pride Month, guys.
Too right.
Yes. That's actually sounds
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
You know,
mate.
we start off serious. I mean, let's celebrate it, you know?
A moment to think about that.
It's a moment of contemplation right there, okay?
I think, mate, he's tired us all out, hasn't it, guys? Let's be honest. Pokemon Go, mate, was pretty fucking epic, wasn't it? It was a really good month, wasn't it?
It was. And this week off has really been quite nice. I don't know about you, but the last few days have been really quite nice.
We've got beautiful sunshine out at the moment, haven't we? So it's been really nice to soak that up and sort of just relax a little bit, to be honest.
It's so
Mark,
nice,
like
watching you guys'
Mark,
content. Sorry, Coops, what are you saying, mate?
No, to be honest, mate, I was more upset that I just called you Mark and not Marky Boy, but carry on and I'll say mine
what I've loved
afterwards.
about this week, what I've loved about the last couple of weeks is actually just, we don't talk about individual content, but like watching your guys' content, actually seeing how nice it has been across the whole of the UK. You see it and you go, it feels like the summertime is here now, doesn't it? It's like,
It does. Oh, we've got a shiny.
We got a shiny. We got a shiny.
We got a shiny.
In the house.
I love the show. This is the second shiny.
Congrats,
we did have a shiny
Andrew.
before we started recording. Carrie got a shiny Tangela, so that's two
Yes,
already.
it did.
Nice.
Two already.
Two already. That's a good sign. That is definitely a good sign.
Boys, I think it's time to plug the Patreon and Discord. Who's going to do it?
Go on, Milo.
We're doing rock, paper, scissors for.
Come on, Milo.
That doesn't work. It doesn't work with three people.
Fire beats everything, doesn't it?
Bugger off. I can't talk.
Fire beats everything. Speaking of that, let's segue. Did any of you guys, obviously Mark did, see the Friends reunion?
No, I didn't
That
watch
was
it.
just fucking. I mean, to be fair, you and Coops were probably too young, but that was just an awesome piece of TV. I was emotional at that. I really
I got
was.
to the end, like even I was like going, the onions. And Lisa goes, "You haven't eaten any onions." And I went, "No, yeah, welling up it." It was amazing.
I do feel like with Friends though, like personally, you either love it and you're a huge fan, or you've never seen an episode. I feel like there's not this in between, and I've got friends that are obsessed with it. Whereas me, I'll be honest, bruv, I've never seen an episode of Friends in my life. Obviously, I've
You're
seen
missing
clips.
out. You've got 10 seasons to watch, man.
I'm gonna
got time
disprove
for that,
Coops
Ian.
already. I've watched up to season 8, and I don't know, just haven't found the time to finish off, to be honest.
Yeah,
And I saw the news about the reunion thing, and all I've seen on social media is just hate for James Corden.
I thought
Just
he was
people
all
ripping
right.
into him.
I thought he was all right.
He was all right.
Milo, to be honest, I thought you were going to say I got to season 8 and then Pokemon Go came out. That's what
No, I
thought
watched
you
it
were
during
gonna say.
lockdown. Watched it during lockdown, mate.
Oh, fair
man.
enough. But Mark, just going back, because it's on my mind, right? And obviously you did say about, last month was an amazing month. And it truly was, mate. Like it really, really, really was. And I don't want to vent because I don't want to bore people, because I know people get sick of the casual Coops venting, yeah? This month with the Reggies, bearing in mind, I have got no shiny on Reggie Rock, Reggie Steel or Reg Ice, but the recycling of legendaries is starting to really, really, really piss me the F off. And like, it's just really jarring me, especially like now with the pandemic. I think globally, I know in Melbourne, their lockdown's extended. In Australia, and I know there's other places it's bad, but in general, a lot of people are getting their 2 vaccines or 1 vaccine. Like things are starting to look quite good. And it's just for this fucking month, peak summer for us, the bloody Reggie trio. Like, what is that about?
I don't know. Like we've had a month of new legendaries. Admittedly, that some of them are a bit meh, but having
Legendary. It's only been one,
no,
isn't it?
there's 2. You casual.
No, we had
Xerneas
Oh
and
yeah, but the
Yveltal.
first one. Oh yeah, but the first one. Who cares about the first one? Who cares
Well,
about
I
what?
got a hundo, so I had to care about it.
Milo gets 100.
And then
Yveltal,
I got 2 hundos, so I had to really care about that one. I'm personally quite thankful for the Reggie trio, because it means I can just leave raids alone for 3 weeks or
No,
something.
and what does that mean, Milo? It means you can save some.
Sorry, what? What's saving?
I mean, just save money.
No, I don't understand what you're saying. No, on a real, I actually
Listen,
am.
Milo's like, listen, this is Milo. Milo's like, yes, I can save some money on raid passes. That means I can spend more on Billy's merch. Woo!
That new
with the
hood's
extra
way into
fucking
mine.
UPS delivery fee on there. Crikey, I don't want another like, hey, you need to pay £20 on the door, mate.
Well, it'd be
What?
worth it if,
Excuse
it'd be
me?
worth it if Billy turned up to the door to claim the money.
Yeah, if Billy hand delivered it to you, Milo, you would literally wet yourself.
It'd be worth 20 quid.
Milo, be honest, yeah. Jokes aside, yeah. You get a knock on the door. You answer the door, and it is the training club. What do you do? What do you do?
I don't know. Take a moment and say, "Sup, dude? Why are you here?"
He's standing there with a big smile on his face, Milo, looking at
With
you.
with t-shirts presented.
Can you sign this for me? Did you say that? Or would you put your arms out and go?
Well, I'll give him a warm welcome. Probably like
You'd run and get your poster,
"Sup,
wouldn't
man?"
you, Milo? You'd run and get that poster.
Look, sign everything. My house. Sign the walls.
Sign the walls. I'll make it submitted as a Pokestop.
Oh, that'd be class. That would work because the outside of my house is like white paint, so it would show up really nicely.
Listen, you do not need any more bloody Pokestops. But on a real,
It might push your
Daz,
gym
has
if he gets
anyone got
another one.
actually anything like really like sort of newsy for Pokemon Go? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what is happening this month.
Yeah, sorry,
I'll be
but I
real.
just want to wrap up the Regirock stuff. But I haven't got any of the shinies and the Regis either. I've done, I think, one raid, or we attempted to do a raid, didn't we? I attempted to do one with that. We attempted to do a Regirock, didn't we? And we failed miserably on it with 3 others. But I've lost all interest in them. I don't really care at all.
Marky boy, did you ever have an interest in it when they came out a few years ago?
Really, actually, I did. To be fair, when all the shinies come out, I did a day in Bristol, right? And I'll talk about it. So I was in Bristol, and I was raiding with the gang in Bristol all day, and it was all day, and all the Regis are out, and I can't remember what event it was, but it was a couple of years ago.
Colossal Discovery.
That was it. And we went hard.
Yes.
And there was some.
I remember that day, yeah.
And I did the whole day. I didn't get one fucking shiny. And some casual who rocked up and did 6 raids with us.
Excuse me.
Coops.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
He looked familiar. He looked
Was it from
familiar.
South London?
But some casual comes along and goes, "Oh, you guys doing the Reg race? I can tag on for 6. Did 6 and got 3 shinies." And at that point, I'm going, right, go. Oh, I've got the Reggie still. I've got the Reggie eyes. I really need the Reggie one. Oh, I've got another Reggie still. Right.
mad shit. But we know, like, okay, the point is all 3 of the Regis are shit, pretty much.
Yes.
I know that Reggie still has a place in PvP, whatever the hell that is.
It does, yeah.
But Niantic know that. So when they dropped the shinies, it was like for a weekend or a week. And then December 2020, they dropped them with raid weekends. So it was like 4 days each Reggie. And now we've got 3 weeks of all of them together, and there's an individual raid out. They know that nobody really gives a fuck about the Regis, to be honest, apart from getting a shiny. I mean, I'm not raiding them whatsoever. I've got the shinies, I've got 2 hundos, they can bugger off, frankly.
2 of each. Sorry, mate. No,
I'm going to segue away from the Regis and say that Coops is going to get a little bit of a smile on his face here, but I actually did a little bit of GBL and got is it Mienfu?
Mienfu.
Mienfu?
Ian, it's funny that you say that, brother, because literally when Milo did mention, he said about Reggie stealing GBL, and I was actually going to bring up, funny you said that, because I was going to say season 8 is literally just started, and currently what's happening right now, you're taking me away from my love. We've got the Go Battle night tonight, but obviously I can't do it because I'm talking to you absolute donuts. But how's everybody's GBL season going?
Rank 7 at the moment, and that'll probably do me, to be fair.
Ian says I'm out.
Literally, the first 5 you've just got to show up for, let's face it. And when I got my Pokemon Dex entry, all Milo's empty.
And that's like my GBL. That's my GBL effort.
Seriously, Milo,
He's staying.
Just do your
0.
sets, get the Dex entry.
No, I can't be fucked. I'm sorry. I'll wait, even if it takes 2 years. I mean, look, we saw Male Frillish was in GBL.
It was like a month. Yeah, it was a month.
It literally took about 6 weeks, and it was in the research breakthrough. So I'll happily wait. I don't want to have to. Plus, having looked at people on Twitter and stuff, it looks like GBL at the moment is the worst for lag it's ever been. And if you thought that GBL was bad, it's even worse now.
But Milo, you know the good thing, if you actually don't do it, you don't really notice the lag. So.
No, you don't. No, I'm on rank 2.
Okay.
It's only people like Coops that actually count your attacks that would notice the lag.
It's funny. There's an account on Twitter, and it's called Go Battle Lag. And basically, whoever runs it, there's so jokes. Like they basically just go around like trolling people. So like if people like tag Niantic, they're like, Niantic, I've got this really bad lag, and they put like a video of like really bad lag. Like this account, Go Battle Lag, like comments, and it's like, ha ha ha, I got you on that. Like it's better funny, bro. Like it's
proper
so
prankster.
jokes,
Proper prankster. Love that.
Whoever runs it just goes around. And I found out about the account about a year ago, and every time I see them tweet, I just crack up. I'm like, you are a troll, bro. Like, you are a troll.
So when did you start that account up, Coops?
He hasn't got time for the Instagram, but he's got time to do Go Battle Lag on Twitter.
Time to take the piss on Twitter.
Listen, but Milo, it does upset me though, bro, because as my mate, Pogo Milo UK, as my mate that wants to do this full time, I love you, but I think you're missing, as a creator, I think you're missing an amazing opportunity to cover PvP stuff, mate. And I say that as a friend, like, on the podcast. There's a big, humongous gap in the market for PvP content.
It's difficult to make vlogs on that, though, Coop. Surely it's not going to be easy to make vlogs on that.
Listen, look at any PvP creator, look at their numbers, and all they do, it's just a bloody screen with them talking over it. I think it will probably be the most easiest video to create.
Milo does that already. It's called live streaming.
I used to live stream myself doing PvP, and I had loads of people come on it and actually then want to do battles with you online as well. And everything. It was really, really quite interesting.
You can see the cogs turning almost.
Remember this, Milo, remember this moment. And also, because no one asked me, and I kind of want to flex, just because I'm actually doing quite well, I am on rank 12, and I've done 70.
12 already?
Because he takes it seriously.
Let me know if this is good, because I know you'll all be honest, especially Ian. He'll shoot me right back down to my place.
You know me, mate. I'm looking after you.
I've done 70 battles, and my wins, I'm on 50. So that is way over 50%.
Really solid.
I'd say that's good. Yeah.
So
well,
I'm.
what do I know?
Lads, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm actually in talks with 1 or 2 PvP content creators to get them on the channel, because on my life, like, and I'm not like some fucking sponsored like PvP lover, but I really do think it's an amazing part of the game. While we're talking about it, one by one, why do you actually not like it? And don't just go, oh, PvP, it's shit. Like, why do you actually like not like it? What is the legitimate reason? And 2 things, like I said, you're not allowed to say, oh, it's shit, and you're not allowed to blame it on the lag. What is the legit reason?
Hey.
Oh, he's just done some battles. There you go. It's just, you win. Well done. Well done.
Oh, it's too easy.
I'll go first with that, because when they started doing the actual GBL seasons, I played the pre-season, I played season 1, and that was quite good, because at the time, I think it was March sort of 2020, the lockdown had just really kicked in and you couldn't remote raid. I did do it. I actually took season 1 reasonably seriously and actually enjoyed it a little bit, but the lag was irritating. You have to contend with it. But I got.
Can we get a rural clang? I said you can't say that clang.
We'll find a different clang.
We'll get a different clang.
You said you can't. You said you can't say it's shit, and I'm not.
Fair point. He didn't say.
I say I've enjoyed season 1 quite a bit. I think I did all 3 leagues. For me, there's a lot to sort of remember, I think.
Yeah,
Whereas when you're doing raids,
there is, mate. There is.
When you're doing raids, it's more simple to think of the different type matchups and things like that, and the best counters is 100% IV maxed out of these Pokemon. Whereas PvP, you got to go, okay, so I need like a 1 attack to make sure that I've got the attack bonus, so that I don't get like a matchup with the moves and lose out when you tie, and then I've got to have maximum HP and all of this, and it seems like such a faff for a certain Pokemon, and the fact that it's now progressed so far.
That was a long drawn out answer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's shit.
To be fair, I did say to him he couldn't say it's just shit.
I just don't enjoy the format itself, and I've played. I know that when Ken was on, he talked about his son playing Jurassic World. Jurassic World has a much better PvP system, far better PvP system than Pokemon Go. It's way more based on your rank and level than like the IVs of your Pokemon and things like that. And it's actually turn-based. So there are set moves. They all have an impact. Some of them have stat debuffs and damage over time and things like that. It's a really interesting system. Pokemon Go, it's meant to be super sort of fast and keeping you active and going, because Pokemon Go is all about going out and exploring. But it's actually more of a drag than the Jurassic World system I've found. That's just my point of view.
No. That's interesting. And Marky Boy, as a guy that just flexed these winnings just then, what about you?
I'm going to be really honest. I find it too repetitive. And what I mean by repetitive is I haven't got the want or the ability to know all the new counters and learn about them every year and every season, not every year. And what does what and what does this and what counters that and who's flexing a fake charge to charge you the other one up to lure you into. I have my go-to team of 3, and I watched those on the Casual Coops vlog, and when he tried to do a PvP one, and I've actually got them called Coops 1, Coops 2, and Coops 3.
No, you're joking. Are you being serious?
Actually using your meta.
And I use your meta. I'll tell you what, most times it actually works. But you've tweeted something really that captured how I feel about it when you went, oh, this again. And you had someone like Wigglytuff battling you, didn't you?
Yeah,
and that's me. I'm that guy. I'm the guy with Wigglytuff. You know, I'm literally just got my 3. I lead with Swampert, I have Wigglytuff, and then I have Azurill. And they're my 3. And I have it.
That's brave going for double water, but yeah, fair play.
And like the guy said, you know, I can get by on that team up to about rank 7, rank 8. That's when I start to encounter problems. And I suddenly then realize I need to know more than getting me to that point's got me. And I haven't got that. I'm not saying I never will, because I obviously play it to a certain point, but I just want maybe know 2 or 3 different counter teams and understand it a bit better. That's what's holding me back at the moment, because I do find that the engagement with it's actually quite good fun. Only knowing it to play as it plays like this, I don't understand what the lag really is. I know we joke about it, and I joked about it, but I wouldn't know if it was impacting a charge move going off. So that's my take on it. Go on, Ian.
Okay, so my take on it is simple. I don't necessarily dislike GBL, but I don't particularly like it. I'm very indifferent towards it. What I tend to find is that you tend to find that a lot of people are using the same counters in every matchup, and it just gets boring and repetitive.
I mean, to be fair, you said it was going to be a short and straight answer. Fucking hell.
I like it, Coops, to a point. I think it's the same with most things. You need to then get better at it to get more out of it, and I think that's where I am at the moment. And it isn't me being lazy. It's just I really get frustrated because I need to understand it more, and I think that's what's holding me.
And I think it's a means to an end. Like I've just done it to get the new Pokemon, but I don't really care about getting up to Legend. The rewards really just don't seem worth the effort to me.
Great Stardust,
well, it's quite interesting we can turn the question around. Coops, why do you enjoy GBL as much as you do? Because that's the opposite of how we kind of feel about the system, isn't it?
Yeah, first of all, I will, and I'm not just saying this, actually, I'm making it up. No, I'm not at all. A lot of people say how they really enjoy the dynamic of, out of the 4 of us, it's only me that really enjoys GBL. Like I get a lot of people message me and they're like, Coops, I find it really funny, and it's such a great dynamic. So I've never told you guys that, and I love that. But Milo, good question. Why does casual Coops like GBL? Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. This game has been a humongous part of my life over the past 5 years, like a huge part of my life. And like I've said this before on the podcast, so I'll quickly skip past this bit, but wherever I've traveled to, whoever I've hung out with, whoever I've met, play the game so differently. And it's amazing that everybody plays this game so differently when it's only one game. I got into GBL properly. It would have been about this time last year. So I think it came out really early in 2020. I got into it a few months later. I didn't get into it right away because I was a bit like you boys. I was a bit like, oh, it's not really for me. I've got to waste Stardust, and I don't like spending Stardust. But when I got into it, mate, Milo, it's quite simple. I just fell in love with it, bruv. I absolutely, and this is going to sound so ridiculous to you, but I love the skill behind a good battle. And don't get me wrong, 50% of the time, it is all to do with the algorithm and you can get hard countered. It happens to everyone, yeah? You can lead a Pokemon into a Pokemon, you switch out and then they hard counter you, and then trust me, I for one know you can be hard countered. When you play a match and there's sacrificial swaps, which is like a sack swap where you sort of save a Pokemon on 1, 2, 3, 4 HP and you sort of sack it on a charge move.
Yeah, even I've done that.
Yeah, I have you. I'm proud of you. Like,
even I did that.
And when you see people, do amazing baits for moves, like what Mark touched on, he said when you sort of let off a lower charged attack to make them think you're doing, and when you see some amazing plays, you just cannot help but love it and get gassed. And especially when I got into Twitch and followed all these big content creators, like the community on Twitch for PvP and GBL is it's massive. It's absolutely massive. People absolutely love it. And it's just something that I fell in love with, mate. I just absolutely love it. I love the excitement. I love the grind to get to Legend or to get to Expert or to break your own personal best from last season. I just love it, mate. I genuinely absolutely love it. I'll be honest, when last season, when Weatherball came out, I had a really rough time with Weatherball because I just don't agree with it as a move. You guys won't know this because you don't play enough, but Weatherball as a move, like like it's ridiculously overpowered. Like it's just a joke. I honestly thought in this season they would change it before season 8 started, and they didn't. So I had a bit of a rough month, 2 months with Weatherball because I just really fucking dislike it. But apart from that, mate, sorry, I've been speaking for like 5 minutes, but I love it. I truly love it.
I know what Weatherball is because Weatherball fucking did me a win yesterday. I had 3 Pokemon left. I had 3 Pokemon left. They had the final one, and suddenly Weatherball came out to play, and it literally took all 3 of my Pokemon out.
and they get a Weatherball off in like half a second. It's ridiculous. It's honestly, it just
it's a
fucked up.
spammy ass move.
Yeah, it just
really spammy
and so powerful. It fucked up the meta in my opinion completely.
Well, they've added rock type Weatherball now, haven't they?
Yeah,
It's in the game. I'm thinking. I mean, I know there's only one Pokemon that can learn it, which is Hippowdon, I think.
Brother, he was me hoping for a Weatherball fucking debuff, and they just introduced another one.
Have another one, guys.
All have Weatherball. Have Weatherball, everyone.
All right, so wait. So hands up. In the future, we get a PvP content creator on because I feel like I'm going to see no hands.
Yeah, bring him on.
I don't mind a discussion. Genuinely,
We've held our own talking about it. I thought this bit was going to be over within 2 minutes, but actually, I think there's a little bit of knowledge between us, isn't there? Just a little bit.
I say bring them on because we never really talk about the game anyway with the guests. So
true. Mate, listen, I can't say it enough, and I know I've been talking, but I do feel passionately about it. He's won again, Marky Boy.
Another win.
It's just a video.
Get this in the low ranks, though. This is why, what was it, last season, when I had to finish my PvP GBL battles for the level 50 research challenge, I waited until like the last fucking minute. So when I went in at rank 1, and I had it was Ultra League. I went in with my maxed altered Giratina versus people with like a 900 CP Jolteon. I'm like, yep, I'll wipe the fucking floor with you, Sunshine, and get my 15 done. And I'm out.
Milo.
That was my attitude.
So, okay, I'm going to take this away from GBL slightly because I feel that we talked about quite a while. I've got a question here for you that was submitted through our Discord from one of our lovely Discord members, and they would simply like to know what each of our favourite foods is.
Wow, this is really unscripted. Mate, mine's really simple. Like, if I was going to order a takeaway, I'm a fucking huge lover for Indian cuisine. I absolutely love a curry, mate. Absolutely love a curry.
I like my Italian, so I'll go for a pizza, personally.
Snap, pizza every time.
Yeah, certainly if it's a takeout.
I'm going with Coops. I love a chicken jalfrezi or something like that. Full on Indian.
Fine. Me and Milo are going for a pizza. You guys can go for your Indian.
No, or better, picture this. Go
on.
Hot tub, curry, pizza.
Do you really want him to be eating curry in a hot tub?
Did I say I wanted it? No.
I mean, to be fair, fucking trainer club just interrupted me, but picture this, right? Set the scene.
And action.
6 p.m. on a Saturday evening after Community Day, after Action Community Day. I'm really trying to big up the story.
Well, this is in like 3 years' time, isn't it?
In my back garden, the sun is coming down, and we are there having a few beers in the hot tub, filming OnlyFans content, while playing Pokemon Go, while recording a podcast, while also in the background having Lego racers on the PlayStation 2. I mean, come on.
I wonder where he was going with that one. I really was scared where he was going with that one.
Don't be scared.
One hell of a mashup.
Yeah, that's it, boys. That's the one. I mean, I was going to say, and after Lego races, we do GBL, but I knew you'd all shoot me down.
Yeah, don't push it too far.
No, sorry. I'd knife the hot tub.
Right. Or is it an inflatable hot tub, Coops?
We're not doing this.
We know you like inflatables.
I love the fact the patrons are asking, where will we be in this situation? well, you know, depends where you want to be, guys. Depends where you want to be.
There'll be multiple platforms to enjoy the hot tub on.
We might even live stream it.
Should we even get a guest on, maybe?
Actually, to be fair, the hot tub outside, I think it can hold 7 people. So we can have three guests. We can have 3 people with us.
There's a new level on the Patreon that we're going to be announcing.
Hot tub guest.
Could you imagine? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my days! Oh my bloody days!
Oh wow!
We poked the bear literally there, guys, and that's where we are.
Poking something if we're not careful.
Oh Oh, my God.
And by the end of it, Coops has got us all so drunk at the end of it, we're all playing GBL in the hot tub for the early hours.
You know what? I'd have to be very drunk to play GBL in the hot tub.
Marky, but I hate the fact that turns me on so much. Listen, talking about poking, Ian.
Yep.
You know where I'm going with this.
Nice segue, Coops.
And not scripted.
Not scripted. I like that. We've got a little bit of news for an event that starts next week, Tuesday, June the 8th at 10 a.m. local, right through to Sunday the 13th at 8 p.m. It's the Galarian Slowpoke event. Galarian Slowpoke will finally be making its Pokemon Go debut. You can evolve the Galarian Slowpoke.
Pause.
No, I take pauses.
You could fit a solar system in that fucking pause.
Ian, I could do all my GBL sets from that pause, bro.
Oh, man. So, yeah, you'll be able to evolve your Galarian Slowbro by catching 30 poison-type Pokemon, but the Galarian Slowking will not be available at launch. That's going to be coming a little bit later. It's a little bit slow to get into the game. Bad joke, I know.
Slower than your pause.
Leave
He was
a pause
waiting
alone.
for us to laugh.
Yeah, we're going to insert an applause there. And if Milo doesn't, I'll just put it in myself. Don't worry.
You've got all the sound effects.
I have the assets too. Milo's going to like this. That Mega Slowbro will be also making its Pokemon Go debut.
Yay.
So another Mega for Milo there.
That's a nice tongue twister
And
there. Love it.
yeah, definitely. And there will be event-exclusive field research that will reward us with Slowbro Mega Energy. So for those of you that don't want to raid, there will be field
Free
research.
Mega Energy. Love it.
Ian and Mark, I've never asked. Are you two still free to play?
No, I've never been free to play.
No,
You mean for the last few weeks?
Yeah, well, months
I was until Galarian Zigzagoon.
Okay.
Now back to
Can we
that.
come back to that?
Well, we'll talk about that separately. Oh, God. But
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so what the raid's looking like for next week. So Galarian Slowpoke, Alolan Grimer, Shelder, Shinx, and Timber will be back in 1-star raids. And Snorlax, chance of getting a shiny, Slowking, Slacking, and Toxicroak will be available in 3-star raids as well. So the Regis are here and they're shit, but there will be things to raid.
Snorlax. Oh, yes.
Snorlax raids, send them
Regis are
all.
here.
We're going to drop some coin. There will be a collection challenge. We know you love those, Coops. A Slowpoke themed collection challenge during the event, and that will give you...
You can tell this is unscripted, everyone. It
You can
doesn't
tell
know
it's
anything
unscripted,
about this
yeah.
event. It's all recalling this from memory.
Literally, it isn't. Okay. So, yeah, there will be Slowpoke themed collection challenge. We know Coops is going to love that one, and that will reward us with Slowpoke Forever shirt, avatar item, 30 Ultra Balls, and a whopping 3,000 XP. There will be an event exclusive free box, which will give us 20 free Pokeballs, 10 Great Balls, and a King's Rock.
King's Rock useful when Slow King Galarian form isn't available, but no matter.
But I've got loads of them anyway stored.
So can it be shiny? Can Galarian Slowpoke be shiny as part of this event?
It
then?
Don't think
hasn't
so.
said so.
Don't think
No,
it
it
will
hasn't
be.
said so.
No, I think it's just normal Slowpoke shiny, which I need. I'm going to
I
chase
need
that,
it,
but
yeah.
I'm more happy that Slackoth is in the wild. I'm going to be hunting that.
Well, it does say on the release that if you're lucky, you might encounter a Slowbro or Vigoroth. I don't know why
Vigoroth,
that's exciting.
Slackoth XL
but
Candy.
Yeah.
I need my level 50 Slackoth.
Vigoroth for PvP, very good.
No,
It
just
is.
level 50 Slackoth.
I've come across Vigoroth. It did me that did Coops. Bloody Vigoroth.
Listen, Milo, by the end of episode, 500, I want your opinion to completely change on GBL. And I will
Ian's
do that.
battery has literally
I was waiting
exhausted
for you.
itself because you've talked about PvP.
Okay, fine, great. We're not getting anywhere. And after the last 15 minutes, we're still no way further forward.
Ian is
Mate,
on the
we met
water.
up and we edited at my place and had beers and didn't PvP. Next time we meet, you have to get me a PvP.
Boys, listen, yeah, I'm going to just be mad real with you lot because it's actually starting to get on my nerves. Obviously, I didn't know much about that event. I'm getting sick and tired. When I say sick and tired, like sick and tired.
Jingle.
Yeah.
what are we going to put that over?
Actually, talk about jingles. Mark, before I say what I want to say, can you quickly now go flex it up, flex it up, flex it up, flex it up. That's it.
Love it.
Immortalized.
So Milo, you need to save that, and we will be back with the games and the questions next week. But yeah, why the fuck have Niantic over the last 8-9 months, when we get a new Pokemon, I've got to put it as my buddy and catch 87 dragon types and earn 4,000 Stardust before I can evolve it? Where's this coming from? I don't like it.
They want you to work. They want you to work.
But I didn't mind it with Galarian Farfetch because it was, you know what I mean, 10 excellent throws, I'll let it off. But why is it that the Pancham, it was catch 30 dark type? This thing now, what was it? What did you say? Catch 20... 30
poison type.
I just, can we just evolve it?
Coops, I get you, mate, because Galarian Farfetch is quite a simple task, isn't it? It's make 10 excellence, and then it was either Spritzy or Swirlix, you had to drop an Incensed while it was your buddy. Those are simple to do tasks, and you can do them whatever the season. Depending on where you are in the world, you might not have 32 bloody dark types. And do you really want to faff around trying to catch 32 as your buddy for a fucking whatever it is? It's just Pancham?
Mate, like I said, like with the Farfetch thing, it was new. It was exciting. It was like, oh, this is new, but bruv, Niantic, stop. No one cares, bruv. Honestly, just stop it. Just let me just press evolve, bruv, and let me evolve it. Why do I have to do all this stuff? It's long, mate. I can't be bothered for it, honestly.
But is that because you're casual or just because...
Ian, you tried to take the piss there. If I could give you two options, one, to evolve a Pancham, you could press evolve, or you've got to catch 30 dark types.
Oh, you're going to take the easiest option anyway, every time. But that's just because we don't want to work.
The thing is, I'm not casual, and I kind of agree with Coops on that. Like, it's annoying. And the thing is, I've got empty Pokédex slots. I'm waiting until I get 100%.
The trainer club and Coops agreeing on something.
But one thing I will say, and Coops, you'll know this, and a lot of the people listening, if you played the main series games, you didn't just evolve. Sometimes you had to work, you had to do things in the games. They're putting a mechanic
don't make me
in
say it, Ian. Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it, because I have this argument with Keyboard Warriors on Twitter. Don't make me say it. This game is nothing like the main series games. It's completely different.
Freak so maybe and the Pokemon companies still have creative control.
They pull the strings.
No, I just want to evolve them anyway. That's my thought on it. So yeah, just fucking evolve them. I can't be doing with all that fucking fat thing because I still haven't evolved a Swirlix yet or whatever it's fucking...
Yeah, me neither. Neither.
Can't be asked. Ain't nobody got time for that. What's that meme? Ain't nobody got time for that.
I've got a hundo of it and I can't be bothered.
Wow, that speaks volumes.
I'm trying to best buddy my hundo Slobro over here.
So what does everyone think then? Like moving on from the extra long tasks that they've now started to
we're going from the extra long tasks. We went to the very short research, didn't we? What was that about on
the Galarian ponytail makeup? That was the that was a flash in the fucking pan.
I went on my lunch break and I got quite excited. I went, oh my god, the Galarian ponytail thing's on. Brilliant. I can do something on my walk. Happy days. Got out there, caught 10 of them, did 10 bows and that, did that, got an account, but he gave me another one without doing anything. I went, okay, that's cool.
Stage 2 is auto completed,
and then it was done.
Yeah.
I went, what the fuck?
But did anybody actually get a shiny from it? Because I certainly didn't.
No, you only get 2 encounters, don't you?
2 encounters.
It's like people have raided for it. I mean, I got a shiny of it, but I know people raided for it and Ian did over 100 AR mapping tasks and didn't get a shiny. Like, here is some compensation. Have 2.
Have 2 checks.
Have 2 checks.
Well, speaking of that,
I couldn't have said it better.
Speaking of Amazon Fresh. Okay, I've ordered 12 bottles of San Miguel, and they drop it on the doorstep, and Amazon go, right, we'll send you one mini San Miguel. That's not compensation. That's not the same.
No,
they took the piss, mate. The shiny was turned off for like over a week, and then they're like, Milo, yeah, you said it. I'm not going to.
The thing is, nobody would have known, really, would they? Let's face it. It was that rare.
Well, it was odd because people saying that they didn't get it and it was switched off, but I got it during the window that it said it was switched off. So I don't know where it was switched off or how.
Was it research tasks, wasn't it?
Might have been the research tasks. I definitely got mine through a raid, and most of the ones I saw were through a raid. So maybe it was research tasks were bugged in some way.
I want to segue this. And since we've been talking about the Galarian pony,
I was going to do exactly the same.
You've got to follow the script.
Sorry. What script is that? Galarian Zigzagoon.
Mate, I was going to segue exactly the same way.
Yeah, exactly. We've got to talk about this.
We do.
Take it, boys.
Go on, Milo, because I feel you had the most pain, and Mark.
Oh my god, okay, so Galarian Ponyta took, I think, maybe 37 raids and quest checks to get the shiny for myself. I got 1 shiny Galarian Zigzagoon, right? It took 207 encounters to get.
Wow.
And in total, I did 364 encounters.
How many?
1 shiny. 364.
Jeez.
Fucking hell.
I quest hunted that son of a bitch across all of pretty much a lot of West London and did a lot of raids for it and got one shiny. And then there was a brilliant moment when I was walking around with my mate, Francesco. He got 5 shinies and I think less than 90 checks. And I'm next to him going, how does that work in the RNG system? It's mad.
Milo, I've got 3 words for you. PVP. No.
Those are letters.
No. Oh shit! I meant letters. Fuck. Wait. Do it again. Do it. I fucked up the joke.
Go again.
Shit. All right, Milo. I've got 3 letters for you. PVP. No. RNG.
Yeah,
bro.
I know. It's mad. I was just cursed on that one.
But it just goes to show you, doesn't it, how broken the RNG can be at times.
I
It
saw
can be
that,
fucking
Ian.
mental.
I couldn't believe it. Like, he was next to you when you were walking by and he went, oh, yeah, just got another one, didn't he? I remember that. And you were like, oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Crazy. But how did you 3 do? Did you go for the shiny and the raids and quest hunting it a bit, or
Well,
how did you play it?
Every day I went round the village and did my loop of my 16 poker stops because all the AR mapping ones were poffins. So there was no AR scanning for Zigzagoon, but I don't think it was in the game this week anyway because they've used everyone's data from the previous week.
Ian certainly had.
Ian certainly had, yeah. And I went around, did my 16 every day, and I think I got, on the best case, maybe 1 every other day. So they weren't very regularly there. They weren't often on stop, so that was a shame. And then I just used remote raid passes for the rest. And be honest with you, it was fucking awful. It was just jokes. Real jokes. They hadn't increased the shiny rate. It wasn't the same rate as legendaries when they increased it. It wasn't even 1 in 6. Well, obviously it was. They say it was about 1 in 65 or whatever it was. But this goes back to the transparency element. They need to be more transparent with these things because it was just fucking crap. I think I did about, like I said, about 8 or 9 off raids. I'm not raids, sorry, off researchers. And I think I did about 60. Nothing. So I got over the 65 and I was like, nah, nothing here. And I just stopped then. I just lost all interest in it.
I was quite proud of myself because over like the last few months, I've accumulated a lot of Pokecoins, but during the event, obviously I didn't do any raids. I didn't do any checks. I didn't do anything like that. And then I realized a few days before the event, I had up to 2,300, I think, Pokecoins. Which I'd like saved up from the 50 coins a day. And I can't lie, and I'm sure you boys and some of the patron members will know this. I got the flavor.
Yeah, you was raiding a little bit, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was. And I just thought to myself, I had 2 thoughts as a man. These went through my head, and I thought the first thing was, why the fuck am I wasting these coins on a fucking Zigzagoon? That was the first one. And then the second one was I really do miss raiding. I really do. But yeah, so for the last 48 hours, I spent about 1,400 of my free-to-play coins, and I collected the winner raid task as well. So I would say altogether, I did quite a few. I did about between 45 and 55 Galarian Zigzagoon checks, and I did not get a shiny.
I suppose you want to know about me, don't
Well,
you?
Ian, I'm not going to ruin you, but I did have a go at you for your comment about this. But go on, mate, give us the details.
Trying to think how many raids I did, and I think it was in the region of 50 to 60. So it was a decent number, but nothing massive. Yes, I was doing the tasks. I was lucky enough to know a few people locally that was sort of feeding me where the tasks were. So probably did maybe 6 to 10 of the tasks a day. We're talking in the region of about 100 encounters-ish.
But you got all 3 shinies,
Correct.
right, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
But that's karma.
well
That's
done,
karma
well
because
done,
I was
well
fucked
done.
over the pony.
That's recompense.
Yeah,
That's what
you
that
were,
is.
to be fair. You did well on the pony time in terms of effort, and you got no return, did you?
So yeah, Niantic could literally push that button for me just for 1 weekend.
And they turned the button off for me.
Well done, mate. Also, lads, we've never spoken about this. Can we just appreciate that? Shout out to Nukemz, but Mike,
Yes.
one of our good pals,
And a
he got
Patreon.
his shiny.
We
on the
need to get
first
Mike on
raid,
sometime,
and-
actually, guys.
We
What do you
do.
reckon?
Wait,
Yeah.
we do, and Mystic 7
Yeah.
tweeted it out.
Yes.
I was dying.
Yes.
I could
Yeah.
That was
not believe
mad.
that. And also, talking of big content creators, Pogo Milo UK, is there something that you that you've been keeping? Well, I found out earlier today. You've been keeping a little secret from us. That before we go on to ask the intern, do you want to tell us a little something? What happened to you?
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about yesterday?
No, I'm talking about 2002. What the fuck, bro? Come on.
He has loads of memories.
Yeah.
Like that.
2002. I get it. No, yesterday, doing my radar live stream as per bog standard. Actually, it was ridiculous. I was doing so many lobbies for the raids because there was actually a lot of interest for it. And I'm like, okay, fine. I don't give a fuck if I don't do the raid personally.
And here we are, we're like, fuck Reggie Rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Surprise drop in into the live stream chat from Brandon Tan himself.
Nice.
Brandon
Nice.
Tan hopped in the
Oh,
chat and was actually
Milo.
insane.
And did you
Like,
invite him onto the podcast, Milo?
He's now aware of
Wait,
it.
Milo. I love you. I think he's really iffy about his name. I don't think it's Brandon Tan. I think it's Brandon Tarn.
Brandon Tarn. Brandon Tarn. No, I remember.
and
Okay,
he's
you're
like,
right.
and I
Sorry.
think he's quite like assertive. He's like, it's Brandon
Hang on.
Tarn.
Shh. I'll get myself.
Okay,
set.
yeah.
Brandon Tarn.
There we go. Yeah, that's it.
That sounds good.
Okay, now I can
Sounds
clip
good.
myself and dub myself.
So
in.
wait,
Yeah.
imagine getting him on as a guest though. That would be insane. That would be
that'd be magic. It'd be amazing.
There would be no flex game.
No.
No.
The only claim to fame, my mate Hervey, and we've spoken about him on the podcast before, is he's actually got more Ratata candies than Brandon Tan, as we found out when we were at GoFest. And he loved that.
An odd flex, but damn.
And speaking of which, we've not done a flex game today. I don't know about you guys. I missed that. Should we just do a quick impromptu flex game?
No.
Actually, do you know what? No, come on. Let's
Come on, let's just do
the
one.
Patreon members.
No,
But we get the Patreon members
no,
select a category.
Okay, quickly. Somebody write in the gallery. Quickly, somebody write in the chat what medal. Quick.
Flex it up, flex it up.
Yeah.
Pick a medal.
Quick
and
one.
We'll randomly pick one.
But though, boys.
Also, Brandon Tarn, thank you so much for hopping in the live stream. You're absolutely ace. Thank you.
Legend.
So lads, just quickly, we've got on the gallery here a number of Zigzagoon checks. So quickly go to that. But before we do go to that, can we just say, if Brandon Tarn ever did come on the podcast, how fucking casual would he make us all look? Like for real.
It'd even make Milo look casual.
Even me. Yeah, even me.
All right, so come on then, Marky boy, Zigzagoons, tell us.
I'm just doing a GPL raid, so I can't tell you.
He's like me the other week.
All right, Milo.
Okay, so I'll go first. So yeah, I've seen 1,331.
Okay, Milo.
I've seen 3,810.
Okay, I've seen 2,737. Of course, Milo wins, for God's sake.
Then Mark's still battling.
I've seen 2,835.
Ooh, so Milo, can you believe it? He wins again.
Shock horror.
And Mark, you do realise that in that Flex It Up, the intro, we're going to have you going, flex it up, flex it up.
Of course we are. We need those beautiful vocals.
I'm dying. Anyway, but Milo, over to Ian's favourite part of the podcast.
It is Ask the Intern.
Oh, shit. Sorry, sorry.
Mark, we haven't
need
come
to
up
go.
with a some say. We haven't come up with a some say.
Go off the cuff, Coops. Just say, some say, something or other. Come on, go for it.
And now it's over to Ian's favourite part of the podcast. It's Ask the Intern. Hold on, but bruv, I thought, don't you do some say? Why the fuck am I doing it? I thought you doing it.
No, normally the host does the some say.
Normally host.
I'm not the host, Milo. You do it. I'm not the host.
I'll come
Me?
I'll come up with something.
Go for it.
Now talk about putting on
No,
the
go
spot.
do it. Do it.
Normally I've got time to think about this.
Just say something hilarious.
I've got one. Some say that Niantic interns believe that GBL stand for Got Baguettes, lads.
Milo, are you going to take over? Ask the intern.
I'm going to take over. It's Ask the Intern, everybody.
Ask the intern.
Woohoo! It's back to me. And I've got three, I think, okay ones. I will say that Niantic's support has been... It's interesting, we chatted about GBL and PvP. The Twitter support replies were just awash with people complaining about lag and Pidgeot being like OP and breaking the game, which was just jokes to read. Here's this first one. And bear in mind, this has no punctuation, so I'm going to try and read it in one breath.
Oh, you have to. Yeah, you have to read it like how they would write it.
Yeah, okay. Are we ready? And Niantic help. Pokemon Go is my favourite game in history, but it's been nothing but glitch since beginning of playing 2016 and have multiple times quit because it was unplayable and I couldn't handle the frustration. Please fix. I'm sure you're aware of all the problems.
Yours faithfully. Casual Coops.
God's sake.
And also, I didn't actually there were no grammatical errors or missayings from me. That is actually how they wrote it. Niantic support replied, "Sorry to hear that, trainer. This is certainly not the experience we want you to experience. To help you better, please write to us with the details requested via DM. We'll take a closer look and try to help you." I actually didn't understand that tweet. I was like, you're complaining you've picked up the game 6 times since 2016, I think is what they mean. Bizarre. At Niantic Help. Hey, so I have an issue with something really shitty. I bought the $20 pack in Pogo, and the Google Play Store refunded the purchase without asking me for it. And I had already used it in-game. So now I have negative 2,000 coins, and I can't even pick up the free boxes. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Me neither, to be honest. Me neither.
And Niantic support replied saying, "Sorry to hear about your trouble. Would you mind sharing your trainer nickname and email address via DM so we can take a closer look?"
And bank account details.
Bank account details, please.
Bro, I still can't believe they're following us on Twitter. That kills me. That kills me.
They love they're waiting for the hot tub podcast episode.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Here's quite a current one, which I think has now been fixed, actually. So at Niantic Help, hey, are you aware of the fact that Feather Dance freezes the game for an opponent from time to time? Please find a fix and maybe ban Pidgeot until you've dealt with the problem in GBL. People have made videos showing the issues, and I've experienced it myself. And Niantic support have replied saying, "Thanks for reaching out, trainer. As we're investigating the ongoing issues, Pidgeot has temporarily been removed from the Go Battle League. Stay tuned on our official channels for more updates."
They did do that. They did remove it, bro. They
actually banned Pidgeot from GBL.
Yeah.
Pidgeot wasn't OP. It just broke people's games. The game would crash if you encountered a Pidgeot in the battle, which I found was jokes.
No, I think it was.
Is that why they did it?
No, it was if it used the new move Feather Dance, which lowers the
Feather
opponent's.
Dance,
yeah. I don't think it was Pidgeot. I think it was as soon as they'd done that move, after it went through, the game just went a bit like.
You're right, Coops. You're right. That was Ask the Intern.
I still love the fact that whenever I go on our Twitter account, it says Niantic support is following you, is following us. And I just love that. I like they are.
Quite surreal.
They are following us.
Well, can we appreciate that they don't have an easy job? They really don't.
No, we can't.
Well, not if people don't put punctuation in their bloody tweets. Oh, that was a bloody mouthful. Christ.
There's probably some guy sat in the basement with a laptop having to reply to all these.
I want to give a shout out to SM and also SF. Who both helped me from Niantic support this week. Thank you guys, whoever you are. They were helpful on my
We weren't going to talk about it. They're actually helpful for you.
Yeah, they were helpful for me. So I got my free remote raid pass ×2. So that was very nice. So do we want to go on to me now then?
Mate, there is no host, bro. So go over to well, this is actually this is my favorite part. Actually, I love Shinies of the Week. I absolutely love Shinies of the Week, man. Shinies of the Week.
I do like that jingle. I do like jingle. So we've got some great shiny luck from people that have been listening to the podcast and also sharing what they've caught with it. There's some really good ones, and I'm going to start with one of the best ones, actually. So Luke J Tuohy tweeted and said, "Just listening to the last episode and pulled this sickly looking motherfucker." Love that exclamation mark. And as I've wanted this for a long time and the podcast gave me the shiny luck, I'm going to sign up to the Patreon as well. So welcome to my latest Patreon member as well, Luke.
And yes, Luke, and he joined today, didn't he? Literally.
Joined today.
This morning as we're recording this.
And he got himself
good stuff.
an
Welcome.
Amazing shiny doe duo, which I haven't got. Love it.
Nice.
Solid.
Very nice.
Great spawns at the moment. Amazing spawns.
That's because they're normal. There's no event running, Mark.
Yeah. Can we not have an event for a couple of months now? Fucking handy that, wouldn't it? I like these.
Yeah.
Karina Big Butt, I like that as a handle, said, "Let's go." And got a shiny love disc. Also, the podcast.
Nice.
I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to mention it because it happened just before taping, and I think it still counts. So, Caroline Marty, congratulations on your shiny Eevee. That was pretty cool.
Hey.
Well done.
Nice. Ghostly Eevee.
I like Eevee. There's a few people that still need Eevee, aren't there? But yeah, Eevee's quality. Love Eevee. Phil Mottram also got in touch and said, "At Incensed podcast, got this whilst listening to you and the legend that is Ken this week," referring to Ken from Lured Up when we had him on.
Great guest.
Great guest, yeah. Little Pink Nubby, just you mentioned your OnlyFans Two Towers escapades. So just as we talk about the Two Towers, Phil got a shiny Whooper. Whoopie doo.
That's our Mon Coops.
Yes.
Whoop-de-doo.
I got you, Milo. I see you.
Whoopty-doo.
And finally, Freesha. I love that. Freesha at Incensed Podcast. A nice wild catch whilst listening. 100% HRHKayleigh. Not a shiny one, but doesn't matter. It's a hundo.
Oh, wild.
A wild one. I actually had a couple of wild ones today. But yeah, nothing like that good. Hundo. HRHKayleigh. Is it HRHKayleigh?
HRHKayleigh. Yeah.
HRHKayleigh.
That's a good respawn. Congrats. Nice on
That it bloody is, isn't it? Please, as I keep saying, use hashtag Incensed Podcast, because obviously trying to find these is going to be really, really tricky, even as the Twitter.
Or, we could even go hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Yeah, we could do.
We could actually go hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Use hashtag Shinies of the Week. I like that. That's simpler, isn't it? Let's do that. And all things Twitter, yes, we did have a kind of poll on. Ian found some time in his busy schedule. He's been doing some great
creative
work for us. And one of the ones that caught us...
You guys ain't seen nothing yet, seriously.
Oh, no. And we're all going to be in a hot tub together. That worries me. He did an amazing piece of artistic creativity and turned us into the in-betweeners, but female versions of the, not of the in-betweeners, but female versions of ourselves.
Female versions of us as the in-betweeners.
I know I mentioned this at the start, but seriously, guys, if you are listening to this right now, please go over to our Twitter, because this picture is absolutely golden.
And guys, it will also be on the Insta as well. We'll get it on the Insta.
I'll post it. I'll post it for sure.
Yeah,
we'll get on the Insta. So I've been generous with how I've tallied these up. If people have been kind and said you're all adorable, everybody's got a score. So no one's got zero. So the running total at the moment, and this will change from people listening to the podcast, I hope so. So currently in third place, we've got Mr. Waterfall with 3 votes. In second, we've got the guy with the bandana, so the girl with the bandana, Milo.
The slack off bandana.
With 4 votes, and I'll take the joint top with Coops.
Are we top?
Votes.
No way! Yay!
You're sharing the top spot. Well done, guys. That's really something to be proud
though,
of.
you two were the cutest girls, weren't you? Let's face it.
Why, thank you, Ian. Stop flirting with me.
You know, Coops.
None of us ever thought that would happen when we began this podcast.
That flat hat on your long hair, mate.
Well, Marky boy, thank you so much for that, mate. Love
no dramas,
a lot of shinies this week. But talking of shinies, did anybody here get a shiny tonight? Because I did not.
Nada.
I didn't catch anything. I've just been doing GBL for the whole episode.
Yes, so. We know.
Yeah, you've not been distracted at all, Mark.
Were you hoping to get a shiny from the GBL rewards or something?
I did get a 4-star from the GBL rewards last night, so that was pretty cool. But no, nothing yet. I'm gonna get my new edition, Ian, so you'll be happy.
I'll tell you what, though, congrats to some of the Patreon members, because we've actually got a few shinies in the house tonight, which is amazing.
It has.
And boys, listen, I'll tell you what. Yeah, before we go, like, I'll be honest. I'm sure we can all agree that at the start of this hour and 5 minutes, however long the runtime is, I was a bit like, oh, this could go tits up. I've actually quite enjoyed it. It's been all right.
Yeah, I don't think it's been horrific.
I'm going to reserve judgment till we hear the edit.
They always sound better.
It's only going to get better.
They always sound better.
It's only going to get better from here.
But listeners, please do not worry. We'll be back next week with a better, or not even a better. We'll be back next week with a format.
I genuinely think Coops should host next week's episode since it's not done this week's.
Well, mate, I was just about to say I've loved it, and like there's no host, like, so I'm not doing the outro, so one of you lot can. But thank you all for listening, and over to whoever to take us out.
Let's split it up, shall we? So a big shout out to our Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for contributing and helping us actually make the podcast a better, thing for you to listen to. Well, this is why I brought it up, because the actual support has really helped us individually in various ways. So I know, Coops, you've upgraded your Wi-Fi a little while back.
And his cupboard door. Yeah, he's got better hinges on it.
I've just spent the next 5 years worth on new mic equipment.
Yeah, I've got a better mic and some software and stuff, and it helps with editing, etc. So we really do appreciate your extra support, the extra level of support. And if you go for the basic tier, you can get access to our community Discord server.
That starts at £1.50. That starts at
so it's not very much, but you get to join a little exclusive club where you can partake. And if you find something hilarious on Twitter from Niantic support, you can post it in one of the chat channels.
Talk about GBL with me, because no one else does.
You get coached, channel in there.
Coached by Casual Coops himself.
I mean, your PvP channel, actually, joking aside, it's actually getting quite a little bit of traction, isn't it, Coops? There's a lot of people chatting in there.
Listen, at least I write on the Discord. Hey, Marky boy.
Little dig there.
There was a dig. I mean, I just want to follow on from what Milo said then. You know, from when we were chatting about this, we talked about whiteboards and having ideas and incensing a shiny Eevee and everything that's happened. You know, there's been some really interesting moments where it's really hit home that we've done something really, really well. And I was saying to the guys before tonight, you know, people do reach out directly to me on my personal Twitter account and just say, you guys have got something really good going on there. And I think when you're in it, we feel it because we bant off each other all the time. We just have bants all the time. You know, this is really good fun. This is just us being us. You know, on top of what Milo said, what the guys have said is actually sometimes it's really hard to reflect on that. And we talk about this episode 17 now, and it's like, where has that gone? We started this because the world wasn't great. We've all done something that we all kind of knew we wanted to do, but we didn't know until we all mentioned it. And it's just been amazing, you know, and I've said it so many times, you know, we just want to carry this on, enjoy it, you know, and I think I can't see why that's going to stop. So, no, thank you, everyone who listens to it. It's massive.
And you're right, Mark. We're into our 5th month, and it seems like we just started this yesterday.
It's
and I know
crazy.
we're talking like the podcast's coming to end and we're going to like stop it, but we're not. We're going to keep going. We're just fucking loving it, guys. We really are enjoying this. And yeah, you stuck with us for a long, long time.
Oh, and Ian, can I just mention actually, because I said I was going to say it earlier, we've actually got a chart position now in the Great British charts on Apple.
Oh,
Yes.
Milo, drum roll, please.
We are now currently ranking 108th in the GB Gaming Apple Podcast chart. So
So we're
Amazing.
climbing in the UK.
Nice. Get us
We
into
might
the
not be as
top
high as
100.
we are in the Hong Kong chart, but we're climbing in the UK. I'll take that.
It
I
is,
will as
mate.
well.
Honestly, lads, it is amazing, and I just want to say to all three of you, it's an absolute pleasure to be a part of this. And as someone wrote on the chat here, long may it continue. Now, Ian, do the outro for us, baby. It's over to you.
I would love to, Coops. Thank you. So
How many pauses?
let's see. If you keep interrupting, probably a lot. So that is it, guys. Episode 17 is in the can. Hopefully, we've not been too much of a mess. We've loved it. Hopefully, you have. We're back next week in a scripted format. And on that bombshell, we'll see you next week.